Hi there, and welcome to Let's Stress Less. If you're a woman who's feeling overwhelmed with life because your stress is out of control, you're pretty sure your stress could be affecting your health, and you want to get a handle on that before it gets worse, stick around. I've got you covered. I'm Chantal. I'm a registered nurse and your lifestyle design coach for stress mastery. And I can show you how to unwrap the gift of stress so you can go from barely surviving to fabulous and thriving. Today we're going to talk about the 4 types of stress. In 1979, Dr. Carl Albrecht defined 4 types of stress in his book, Stress and the Manager. The book was written for people who are in positions of leadership, such as managers and team leads, but the concepts really do apply to everyone. Here's an overview of the 4 types of stress. Number 1, time stress. Like the name implies, time stress has to do with how you relate to time. Are you always hurrying, worrying about deadlines, running late, and feeling there's never enough time to do all the things that need to be done? Many people experience time stress on a daily basis, but with a little forethought and planning, much of your time stress can be managed, and a lot of it can simply be eliminated. Number 2, anticipatory stress. Those who experience anticipatory stress tend to worry about upcoming events. They anticipate a negative or difficult outcome. They may even feel a sense of dread or vague anxiety over unknown causes. They dread the future or fear that something will go wrong, often without even having a clear picture of what that might be or what it might be about. In other words, they feel anxiety or dread and can't pinpoint exactly what is triggering the feeling, but they feel it nevertheless. Nervous Nelly or worrywart are names often associated with people who suffer frequent anticipatory stress. This type of stress keeps you awake at night. It makes your stomach churn. It creates fear and keeps you from enjoying life in the moment. Third, situational stress. This type of stress is typically related to a person, place, or event, and is often related to a feeling of loss of control over a situation. Some examples of situational stress are a job loss, confrontation, or conflict with another person, an emergency, fear of loss of esteem, or loss of acceptance. Other examples of situational stress can be related to job expectations. First responders often experience frequent situational stress. First responders include police officers, firefighters, paramedics, rescuers, nurses, doctors, and other frontline professionals. Another occupation with high situational stress is parenting. Every occupation, relationship, or life event has the potential for situational stress. Number 4, encounter stress. Encounter stress happens to those who have frequent personal encounters or contact with others throughout the day, especially when in contact with people who have problems, those who are in distress, and those who are experiencing conflict. Doctors, nurses, social workers, customer service representatives, managers, therapists, clerks, clergy, these are all examples of occupations that involve high levels of encounter stress. People in these types of situations develop contact overload, and often they feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and drained. Everyone experiences each of these types of stress at some point, but depending on your occupation, your lifestyle, or your associations, you may experience a particular type of stress more often than the others. Knowing which type of stress you're experiencing in the moment can help you identify ways to manage that stress trigger more quickly. When you feel your body's stress response kick in, identify which type of stress you're experiencing, and is this type of stress chronic for you? Then decide whether it's possible to eliminate the stress trigger completely. For example, can you manage your time better so you're not always late? If you can't eliminate the trigger, think about ways you can at least reduce the frequency or the intensity of each event. Try applying my stress less method. Here's what that looks like. Triage, stabilize, diagnose, and treat. Triage. What are my symptoms, my signs of stress, or my body's SOS signals? Then stabilize. What do I need to do to halt or reverse my stress response quickly? Decompression tools will help stabilize you so you can function again and will buy you time as you begin to diagnose what is causing this stress response to be activated. As you learn to identify which type of stress you're dealing with and then apply the stress less method, you'll begin to see patterns in your behavior and your response to the people, circumstances, and events in your life. Being aware helps you recognize your triggers faster so you can eliminate them if possible, or if it isn't possible to eliminate them, put some thought into how you can decrease the frequency or intensity of your personal stress triggers. What type of stress do you experience the most often? Share in the comments below. If you like what you're learning, hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you can be notified when my next video comes out. And tell your friends, after all, stress is contagious and they have it too. My goal is to help you learn to unwrap the gift that stress can be while never losing sight of the reality that unchecked, stress can wreak havoc on your brain, your body, and your behavior. I want you to be empowered to take control of your stress now and course correct to fix some things before your health is at risk for devastating consequences. And I want to help you reframe your relationship with stress so you can fall in love with your new best friend. Join me each week right here for more tips, tools, and valuable insights as you learn how to recognize and unwrap the gift of stress so you can take control of your life, your health, and your happiness as you go from barely surviving to fabulous and thriving. And if you'd like more videos like this, make sure to watch the video on your screen. I think you'll like it. And always check the description box for links to more free tips and tools to help you master your stress. See you next time.